And we are live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Trent, aka TD. I'm joined by my partner in crime, Sandy, aka Sam, and the amazing, perfectly pleasant Plax. How you doing, my friend?
I'm very good, TD and Sam. Hope you are both great as well. How's it kicking over at NFT Gamer TV? What's the news? Any updates this week?
You know what? I want to say yes, but we will let you know. Like we definitely are getting very, 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 very close to having some cool shit to tell you guys about. But I don't want to ruin or
The website,
preemptive.
the website
Yeah,
preview
dude.
that I saw.
Yeah, dude. We're moving. Damn it! I forgot to get a soundbite for Phoenix, man. I don't know what I'm gonna
Is
do.
there any updates in the way that your rewards pools work?
Sandy would speak to that, right? I think.
What do you mean?
Like like currently, like you have a certain, like, if you're holding one of those pins, then you have
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have like little exploits in a sense. I can't think of the word that
Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Hang on 1 second. I've got something coming through my audio there. But yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. You've got some little ways that you can gain an advantage, and you were saying you could make it so that Taco can only pull Taco NFTs and things like that.
Yeah,
I just wondered if you had any updates coming from your giveaway side.
Yeah, we've there's the guy there. Here, 1 second there. Everybody, please wish
happy birthday, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, we created a new ticket, and which gives us the ability to have a mutable image on the front, and now
we need to make a third category though for taco racers.
Well,
all right,
a new pool, so we can put
not only a new pool, but a new I guess maybe a template that doesn't say commemorative. Maybe it should be like a collab or something. But yeah, we've been playing around with the
it's me nostalgic
with the mutable attributes on that. And we will have something for. So we did trivia last night. I don't know if you caught that.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, so I think that went well. It was just regular plain Web 2 trivia, but it's going to be transitioning to Web 3 using some really cool, innovative technologies that we're trying to push the envelope.
That's what I was trying to hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I think by this time next week we will probably be ready to try it out here. If you wanted to, that is.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, dude. Is it all right? Let me catch up on these comments, dude. We got tons of love in the. How about yourself, Plax? What we got any news for Taco or
Sorry,
Taco
yeah, didn't even get to that, did I really? Yeah, so with Taco, it's just still been a massive focus on Taco Swap. We've now got over 50 incentivized LPs. That's like LPs that are giving rewards. That's over 50 incentivized pools from over 30 different projects that are now involved. So that's absolutely crazy. And at Taco Racers, there is a little announcement for me to read out here regarding what's on the agenda right now. Happy birthday, Jeff. Our main priority is finalizing the last detail of the open world map. This is Big Springs in the Taco Racers. Once all the property locations are confirmed and double and triple checked, we'll be releasing the full map and the individual zip codes for the land deed holders and future landholders, so they can get an idea of where they'd like to be placed on the map. The back end is nearly finished at 95%. We've already finalized the initial passive earnings, the upgrade requirements and the coding that is going into the land management, and just a few minor tweaks and tests, and then we're ready to announce the date that we'll be doing the live Twitch. We'll be doing the what we mentioned last week, and we'll have a lucky drawing to see who one of the land deed holders is, who's lucky enough to draw the upgraded rarity directly out from day one. So from there, we'll be allowing everyone to see what the location on the map is, and you'll be able to then choose which location you want to be on the map after that event. And also regarding TRC, the token becoming fungible, that's going to happen in the next 1 to 2 weeks. It's just slightly delayed due to the focus on the open world development. It's still coming. There'll be a snapshot announced in the Discord server when the snapshot for TRC, because it'll be copied from your in-game balance to your account balance when it becomes on-chain.
Nice.
So when this happens, there'll be plenty of announcements, so make sure you keep up with that. I'll obviously talk about it on the stream as well. And also, just to clarify, there will be Taco Swap incentivized pools, so 31 projects at least involved with Taco Swap moving forward.
That's baller, dude. Quick question in regards to that. I know that there was some questions in my DMs about so how, correct me if I'm wrong, but any project can create a rewards pool and have it then go and advertise that they're partnered with Taco, or put a twist on it to make it seem like it's bigger, or there's more endorsement or co-signing from Taco than there actually is. Does that make sense?
What do you mean other projects are doing that?
Sandy, does that sound about accurate to what like the concern was in our DMs about setting up the pools and
that anybody could theoretically
that just anybody can do it and then turn around and say, hey, look, we're partnered with Taco now, go do this and that. And
well, kind of. It's basically, you're given the tools there. It's just like you could do the same thing with Alcor. Obviously, it won't work. They don't have the same kind of hype or whatever that
or
Taco
branding,
does.
right?
But you could go create a pool on Alcor and then say, you know, we're officially listed on Alcor now. You know, frame it like that or something. So Taco Swap's a platform, and I understand that anybody that was like seen to be, you know, claiming some partnership that's not true.
I think it's kind of it's the project's fault for overclaiming that.
Yeah, but we don't mind any projects that are listed saying that they're listed on Taco Swap. We actually want people to do that, and we'll also put a message out on our Discord for projects as well to say there's a new pool set up. Check these guys out. You know, we'll give you a little bit of shilling there as well. But in regards to partnerships, as you know, it's quite a process with partnerships at Taco. And it's not easy to get. So if you do see any projects that are doing it, let me know and I'll have a look. But I didn't know, or I haven't heard of any projects claiming a partnership, but I do understand that people could use, you know, sly language as well to try and manipulate a listing into sounding like something it's not.
I think that was what the concern was.
Well, I just think that anybody who really, you know, looks into Taco, like even if somebody did make it up and put, we're having a partnership with Taco, and that brings some fresh eyes to Taco, I'm sure that they'd realize that it's a fake. Well, it's not a real partnership once they've spent a little bit of time at Taco anyway,
right? You
know, or anybody that knows the Taco project would know that it's not a real collaboration and would probably DM me. Do you know what I mean? I do get told about these things usually.
I hear you there. I feel like, and then I just went back to double check it. It is in fact that exact verbiage we've partnered with, right? And so, but like you were saying, it's no different than saying we've partnered with Alcor or DeFi Box, with one exception, is that the rewards token is part of, like, so Alcor wouldn't have that, right? Where it's like they don't have an Alcor token that is part of the pool, so it looks more legitimate, right? Like it looks more legitimate. Like I go, well, they must have partnered if they're using their token to reward the pool. And I don't know. I feel like that this one is just a matter of education. I feel like.
Well, I can expand on what I was just originally saying, because it has been brought up in the VIP chat. About if there was a project that did some kind of rug pull, or, you know, something was risky or something was dodgy in the project, something went wrong, token went to zero, whatever, right? So as I just said, like Taco Swap's a platform, so it's not necessarily that we have any control over the third-party creators that would be doing it, but we will implement a system in like moving forward. It's just very hard to get it right. You know, it's not a whitelist. It's not, you know, it's not a verified check mark in the sense that how Nifty Blocks gives it and how AH gives it. Like it's a touchy subject. You guys already know, you know, about giving projects that blue tick. Do you know what I mean, or whatever?
Right.
So we're hesitant, just planning strategy basically about how to move forward on making sure that the verified projects do get the recognition, you know, to say that they are definitely verified, but without leaving you know, smaller projects behind, but also without taking on a huge workload of having to verify these things ourselves when it's a third-party tool. So that's my 2 cents on it.
I appreciate that, dude. All right, we gotta get caught up here. Yeah, sorry about it, Boulder. I'll DM you. I mean, I don't want to name drop a project if there is not 100% concrete. Like we were kind of talking in like the show, you know, nothing's concrete about this project being legitimate or illegitimate. So
if it's a partnership with Taco, for sure it will be a brigade collaboration, equipment, announcements, giveaways. Do you know what I mean? Like when we partner up with somebody, we do it properly and it's all officially announced on both servers, you know,
right.
Like that are both proud of doing it. Anybody who was slyly trying to say they were partnered with Taco, you know, it's only gonna damage your reputation in the end, you know. So like, just let's see how it plays out.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's see. What else is going on at Taco Land?
To be honest, mate, it's just been all about swap. There's been much development that's going on in Encryptia, and also before Encryptia, an update that's come in. It's like a quality of life update for venue owners relating to EXP, some distribution of rewards. Can't say too much right now. It probably on next week's stream, but for sure there's some information coming, and there's something coming before Encryptia as well.
Here's a issue from Elsie. I'm really struggling with Taco Swap. Can someone give me tips? Whenever I try to claim my rewards from the meal pools, I keep getting cannot read properties of undefined since last week. Is there some way to get past that? And Elsie, I apologize for making a joke after that when you posted it in our server and just completely dismissed it. That was my bad. Plax, have you gotten any reports on this?
Yes, I have. It's not Taco specific, right? I keep getting this as well, and sometimes it comes up with something like chain v2 keys, right? And what it is, it's the newest update of Android Anchor mobile, and it basically, it's your CPU, usually it's your CPU, or it can be that there's not enough liquidity in the pool, but there's plenty of liquidity in most of the Taco Swap pool, so I can't see why you'd get that error unless you were trying to swap something really huge, you know, in a smaller projects pool. But because that could also be that too. But I've also been getting random error messages for CPU. It does not say, you know, CPU build time error. It says something like chain transaction 2, or it says this user not defined or something like that. So always check your CPU as well, Elsie. And if it's not,
so she's like 8K waxed stake, so I don't think it's that. It's a cloud wallet, not Anchor. You know what?
All right. Well, maybe it is to do with the actual liquidity in the pool. Then it must be related to a specific pool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these are all great troubleshooting steps. Mount Doomy's also getting it. You know what? Why don't Alcy and Mount Doomy
is it in a particular pool, guys?
Yeah, maybe talk about what pools are staked to and see if there's a common denominator.
It could be something, you know, that's like Well, I'm not sure how much liquidity certain pulls off the top of my head, apart from some of the really big ones. But as I say, on smaller tokens, if you're trying to swap 1,000 wax, it might not be enough. It's like the slippage would be really high, price impact, things like that. Understanding liquidity anyway, which even I don't have a full understanding of. But for sure, well, not for sure, but we'll try and work this error out. But I think it'll be specific to low liquidity pools.
Very good. Yeah, there we go.
So Tokium really should have a good, and the wax.
Was it Tosium or Tokium?
I'm not actually sure.
Tosium? I don't know.
Did I get any?
I say Tosium, but I don't know what the right one is.
Oh, I'll say. If you're not trying to swap, you're trying to right. So there's a tab that says account and rewards. You want to click that tab, and that's where you can claim all of your meal rewards and salsa rewards.
Yeah, dude. Jack, you are the best.
Jack is the best.
Yeah,
I am Jack's complete.
I was just going to say, have you got the sound?
Yeah, I need to figure out a way to solicit these advice on these. I had a hard time finding the Jeff one today. It's from 21 Jump Street. If you guys didn't know, it's kind of funny.
I didn't know that it was actually from 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, if you actually if you search "My Name Is Jeff" on YouTube, you'll find all kinds of funny things. Yeah, and that's where we were getting error on everything.
Okay,
including...
right. Yeah, that is something that the team is going to have to look at. So please post that in support, guys, with the error message, please. But I have been getting that message occasionally myself, but it was actually on Alcor. I got that one earlier on, and it was low liquidity that was in the pool, didn't have enough for the swap.
Yeah. Cool. His name is Hefe. That's exactly it. I was going to include that. Honestly, I created a soundbite for our Twitter Spaces 2 weeks ago, and it was the episode that we actually did, and I forgot to play it. Can you believe that?
No way.
Yeah, I can play it for you.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Yeah, man.
Ouch.
I'll just answer Nostalgeek's question in the chat because I think he's asked it twice. To be honest, mate, I have not already played Ecryptia. I've only seen screenshots of it being played. Like, the UI design and like certain screens, how it should look and things, I haven't actually played it myself yet, but I will be very shortly. But at the same time, I have been working a lot. I've told you guys over the last few streams, I've been really, really busy with the UK summer holidays. That's now finished and I have a lot more free time. So I'm much more chilled out. And I will be getting to test Ecryptia out very shortly. But I cannot give you an opinion right now, apart from that it looks beautiful, and it certainly looks cool. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say.
We've got a bunch of questions starting to stack up that I've starred. Do you want to circle back to them?
It, man.
All right. So from Creative Shaman, any idea when the shop will be open, before or after the land drop? It's a TR question, obviously. I think.
Yes, I just I do not have a concrete answer on it, but I just believe that the shop is closed right now due to the ongoing moving of TRC onto the blockchain. Do you know what I mean? So I think it'll come after TRC is back on the blockchain. Well, after it's on the blockchain, sorry, not back on.
Okay, Princess Phoenix, cars in shop soon.
Can't say right now.
Okay. A stable coin on Wax would be amazing. Can we expect any stable coin pool on Taco Swap? Sandy, isn't there? Didn't you guys help one of these at one point for a not to be named project? But I believe that the token wasn't related to that project specifically. Isn't there?
There's a USDT on Wax.
There is a USDT on Wax, right?
Yeah,
that's what
I just always thought that it was.
And
really
I'm pretty
low
sure there's a
liquidity
pool
when
with
I
it
checked
paired
out
with
like a year
CMX.
ago. Yeah, there is.
But yeah, Plax is right. It's tiny liquidity.
Yeah, so I don't really trust it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure how it's pegged either. You know, like
Right.
I don't. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not. But for sure, it's a really really good question from that viewer there, because I would say I've mentioned it many times before. We've got Wax P, which is the token that we use all the time. There was Wax E, which is the Ethereum bridge, and all we really need is Wax T. You know what I mean? Which is Wax Tether. And I don't know why Tether, why they haven't done it already, because you know more than me about the founders of Wax in the first place. But wasn't that guy involved with Tether in the first place?
Oh shit!
Yes.
So I always thought that he would make a Wax T due to his already current. You know, he worked on Tether. So why would he not do Wax T?
Sandy, we should look into that, right? Or ask about
I'm sure there's a reason. I've never asked, but
yeah.
It would be nice to have a stable coin on Wax.
I have
that has
a
like
GitHub repo for a algorithmic stable coin that I'm sure will do fine. We can maybe even call it like LUZA, Luza.
You could call it Luna 3.
Shit. All right. Cameron is spamming the shit out of us with this question. Is Ecryptia going to have a special starter pack drop?
Do you know what? I don't know the specifics about the actual release, so I just can't even speculate on it right now. It's just I'm pretty sure that the team will have discussed that more internally. But as I say, I've been really, really busy. I've not caught up on absolutely everything, and I'm in no position to speak about the actual how that will roll out. Apart from that, it's unlocked at level 300, and Shingland is still in the lead.
Yeah. So it looks like Alcy was resolved. What was the? Can you please post the or repost?
That could be it.
The solution?
Well, the RPC node, like the endpoint or the node, because I've also been having problems with certain collections today as well, not showing up in my NFT inventory.
I'm guessing this was it.
Endpoints as well, so it could be that. Well, it's probably node because I can't think the swap doesn't use endpoints. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would imagine this is the last thing that Mount Doomy had posted, but yeah, if you could just confirm that, that would be fantastic. And you did it. Did we answer this? I think we did, right? Is Ecryptia going to have a special starter pack drop?
So yeah, I don't actually have any specific information about the rollout of Ecryptia right now. Sorry, Cameron.
Okay. I think this was answered. How do you claim rewards? I thought it was automatic.
So it like some guys are used to how the K airdrops worked that were sent directly to your wallet, but now the Taco Tuesday rewards, that's all the ones from the promos, and like you guys have the exclusives. You won't have got your Taco airdrop to your wallet. You guys probably ain't even noticed, you whales, aren't you? Right, but you have to go and claim that Taco now. So you have to go claim that Taco in swap.
Oh, is that my rewards were bigger today? That makes sense. I thought I had just taken 2 days to claim my rewards. I didn't realize that there was extra Taco in there because that was from the.
Yes, that was from the Taco Tuesday airdrop. So so basically all Taco rewards now, all incentivized pull rewards and Taco airdrop rewards are now in their swap platform, which in the moving forward, it's just going to be a much smoother process, less transactions and easier on the CPU using the internal wallet for on-chain, like for swap related transactions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Cozy says we are going to drop a small amount of gear NFTs before release. Gear NFTs are staked before the game and power up your player card. Nice.
There you go. Hang on a sec. We'll just leave that on the screen a sec.
Oh, shit. My bad. There we go.
Right. Yeah. I just wanted to read. Yeah, that's something that I already thought anyway. I was just thinking something else. Unrelated.
Skills are NFT cards, which you will be able to find and use during the game by putting them in the deck. Skill cards are burnt. Whether you use them or not, they will be released later on in the game. And just circling back to this, it was just using F5 or Control-Shift-R to reload, clearing the cache, which just FYI, I just want to throw this out there. When somebody asks you to clear your cache, like I know that like I rely heavily on my browser history and my stored usernames and passwords and such, in addition to a password manager. I just would hate to have to lose all of it. And you don't have to. You can individually clear a single tab or a single site. I can show you how to do it if you were so inclined to have to learn that. So I just want to throw that out there. We already answered that one. And then Phoenix asks, Plax told last week we could have cars in TR shops this week. Oh, ouch, calling you out.
It is coming. I just can't tell you when, but for sure you will be able to get cars in the Taco Racers shop at some point in the near future, but I really do not know when. But yes, it is possible.
All right. I think that's all caught up on questions. Plax, did you have any other news, or should we move on to the phone calls? Should we put the number up there?
We should, yeah, put the phone calls on, boot up the Criticraft if you want. If there's any other questions that the viewers have, make sure you type them in the chat. I'll try my best to answer them. You always seem to ask like questions that I won't know the answers to, but
Dr. Crispy in the house, dude. What up, man? You know what? I literally was just thinking of you. It's so weird how that happens at times. Those like creepy things where you think of something and then oh shit, here we are. And I said I was gonna make sure I was tethered, and I'm not. Hold on a second. Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta just edge. Wasn't I doing this before we started the stream? I was, right? What happened?
I don't know, TD. I'm just listening to you, just like going,
yeah. Why is it dropping? Yeah. Hey, you're live on the air. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, thanks. Sorry so much. Sorry for that, dude. Sandy must have done something to my devices to make them not pair correctly. This is Jack, right?
Yes, it's Jack.
Hey, man. What up? You're live on the air.
I'm doing good. I today got the notice from my boss that I'm getting off at the end of the month, and I'll be coming to Amsterdam.
Really? You've got the time off now, yeah?
Yes.
Great.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
That will be amazing to see you in Amsterdam, Jack. Amazing news.
Yeah, Sandy, have you gotten your stuff straightened out?
I just figured out how to redeem my ticket. I was actually trying to figure that out while we were on the
Yeah,
stream.
so we need to get Haiti to do that also. He said that
I can show you how to do it. It's in your
yeah,
deck.
we'll grab him. Yeah, we will have a couple of representatives from NFTG there, Jack. I think it's going to be like, I'm super jelly that I can't go to this.
Yeah, I'm super hyped.
Yeah.
Nico told me as well, asked me if I'm going to be coming, and finally today my boss told me that I can take off. So it was kind of a spontaneous thing, but I'll be coming to Amsterdam to finally meet some people in real life that I keep chatting to online.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough
to
to hit a bunch of them so far. But yeah, it's super cool, especially if you've never seen them. That's the weirdest part, because like I feel like when you're talking with somebody online for like a long time, like you create this mental image of what they look like, right? And like I think everybody does that, and then when you see them, and it's like either is exactly what you thought or like way off. It's I don't know. It could be a lot of fun.
It's always weird, like in the first few hours or so until you get used to it.
Right.
Because you have a profile pic as a reference usually.
Oh yeah. That plays a role in the picture that you form. Yep.
And I don't really look like Johnny Depp, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
Jack, do you have anything that you have learned from sniping on the Taco testnet?
Well, I think I figured out what I was asking about last week through a lot of testing. But I'm not going to say anything until I know it for sure, because it's just a 50-50 chance of me getting something. But I'm just going to say that Axe is right. There's some really good stuff coming from venue owners soon. The next update will be significant, I think.
Say that again.
The next update for venue owners will be significant.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude. I love that you look at the testnet, man. At one point in the week in Wax, we were going to do a test, like a look at the testnet, but then I realized how like speculative and misleading it could actually be.
Yeah, it's very difficult to understand the data you see without knowing the context for it. You see values, you see different NFTs that you think might have something, but it's difficult to say what exactly they do, because I know a few of the crypto equipment that will be out, but I don't actually know what significance they have in the game, what the values mean.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I 100% agree.
So basically me just looking through all the data and looking through thousands of sites of contracts and looking at different accounts and just trying to piece it together, and just basic knowledge I've built up over six months, and just making educated guesses. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm completely off.
Jack,
right, and then the other thing. Oh shit! Here we go. Shout out Neon Space Raiders. Welcome. We are in the middle of Taco Tuesday. We've got Captain Jack on the phone. If anybody would like to call in and talk to Plax, Sani, or myself, the number's on the screen. Loving the Neon Space guys are just absolutely incredible.
Great guys.
So
been on their stream before. Thank you for raiding shout out Neon Space. I've got a question.
They had a very interesting stream today.
I'm sorry, say it again.
They had a very interesting stream today about the Wax blockchain.
Yeah.
Interesting to see, like, with the current problems they were having with the patch they rolled out, and going through the Wax Sweden article. Right.
Yeah. There was a lot going on in how I started my pre-shift talk with Plax. I just said there's just a lot going on in like the background of Wax. Just lots of dramatic stuff going on. And in addition to the vulnerability, I wish I would have caught that, man. I'll hit up the Neon Space guys in DM, because there's a few things that I would just like to get their opinion on or introduce them to, and they're an incredible, such an asset and value added to the Wax community.
Such chilled out guys as well, man.
Yeah,
very easy going.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say as a closing statement to the testnet is that I recommend everyone try it.
Yes.
Just don't take everything for granted you see, and it may look like a lot in the beginning, and you'll have to learn a lot as well.
Right.
But it brought me to where I am now, and it's just have to keep trying and reading up on how Wax works itself. Right. And you'll learn a lot more than that will help you in the future.
Hey, Jack, you know what could be pretty cool if you would entertain it, or you're interested? We should do so I don't know if you were aware that, like, we try to do dev related streams on Thursdays. We've had a few like really awesome guests, like Brandon from Warsaken came on and talked to us about UX because he's just an absolute beast there. And I'm trying to eventually, like, I'm trying to go sequentially, like how you would build an app and like what part you would be on. So we're still in the beginning since we just did like UX, but part of what you would need to have once we get to the smart contracts is a testnet account. And I know that it's like super easy if you've done it a bunch of times, but if you don't have Anchor installed or you don't know how to import private keys, then it could be pretty overwhelming. So if you would like, we should jump on to a stream together and talk about the testnet and all of that.
Sure.
So I'll hit you up in DM about that. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, we can do that. I've been thinking about doing something similar as well, because a lot of people have been asking me to do like a video or a guide or something about it, like with just Wax general stuff, how I find stuff and everything. Yeah. And I just haven't put my thumb on how I want to do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right.
Yeah, so hit me up.
I'll do it.
I'm
going to start that convo right now so that I don't forget about it. And yeah, Agent, do you have anything else for Plax or Sani?
Jack, I was going to ask you.
Going to wish you all a happy birthday. Sorry, yeah?
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you could change one thing or add one thing at Taco, what would it be?
That's a very, very tough question.
What I would should ask it to everyone who calls in.
I can't really think of something off the spot at the moment.
I've just put you on the spot. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
It's a tough question. It's a tough question.
The answer is always
moshing. Very thought through process.
The answer is always moshing.
And yeah, the answer is always moshing, and maybe like a bonus month where common venues can make epic ingredients or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right.
One can dream high.
Thank you very much for calling in, Jack.
Yeah, Jack, we will talk to you, I guess, at least next week. I'm going to ping you right now so that we have got that line of communication.
Yep,
and yeah, well, you have a good one. We'll talk soon. Late.
I didn't realize that was going to be that much of a tough question, to be honest. Like, I'll have to think of another one, but we should have a question that we ask all callers, you know, like on a kind of what would they suggest, you know, how would they, like, what do they see and how would they like to make it better or change it? Do you know what I mean? Get people's opinions.
Yeah. Let's see here.
For the Neon Space Gang that just raided us as well, we were talking earlier on about the Taco Swap platform, which I'm sure you guys are now familiar with. We've got over 50 incentivized pools now from over 30 projects. Swap.tacocrypto.io. Incentivized LP rewards. We're changing the game.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Pumpkin in my
extractors. Yeah, like a Halloween extractor.
Pumpkin spice, right? Don't you have to put pumpkin spice on everything? Taco. They make tacos with pumpkin spice. I know they do. I think I've had one. Yeah. There you go. Now you're talking. Pumpkin shing latte.
Sam, pull up the Criticraft.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
You want me to do it, or you want to do it?
Nah, I got it, dude.
With either.
I just needed a little nudge.
I was also going to mention. I do believe. Let me just check the date right now. Yes, so it's this Sunday, the 11th. I'm going on the Wax. The White Dragon NFT stream. They invited me to come back on and talk about Taco Swap, and they always have like mad energy at their server. I think it's the third time I've been on there now, with Blue Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be appearing on that stream as well. Yeah, he's a crazy guy. I always like to appear on that one because they've got such a mad audience. So yeah, that's something to look forward to as well. That's this Sunday. Have you got any major upcoming streams this week?
We have. Let me think. We did a pretty good one last night after Week in Wax. It was with Doge Fellas. If you're familiar with the project, I liked everything about the last night's stream. It was a pretty good one. Let me look at my calendar. Let's see. We got our Twitter Spaces as normal on Thursday. We're definitely going to get a dev stream in on Thursday as well. Maybe that one could be a combination of finishing up Sandy's dev environment and Jack introducing us to the testnet. And aside from that, oh yeah, tomorrow we're thinking Wednesday is going to be a good one. If you guys haven't been following it, we played the Blitz Alpha, and I've absolutely destroyed Sandy. Like, I made it look like he was like he wasn't even playing. It was pretty bad, and he's going to allegedly get like avenged those 3 or 4 losses. I can't remember how many it was. On
I only lost you twice. Talking so much smack, you've barely won more.
Yeah, that last one was pretty wild though. I thought you had me.
I did too.
Remember that?
That one pissed me off.
Yeah.
I need to ask Brandon to build the deck.
I need to build my deck for show.
Yeah, I definitely want to go through and edit mine.
Yeah, I think we had, speaking of our schedule though, our calendar, I think that we knew that was going to be a slow week. And I think I said something like, that's great. I'm going to take that time to just work, which is my plan. So that means maybe this time next week we can see the fruits of that labor.
Now that it's past the summer holidays in the UK, I've got much more time. I'm going to be working on some things myself heading into winter. Like, I can't say anything yet because nothing's finalized, but working on some stuff for myself for sure. I'm working on a podcast, but it's like just an audio podcast, and it's completely un NFT related. It's not crypto related at all. It's something else that I'm very knowledgeable about. And there's just the information on this particular subject is not very well collated online, and it's like a bit speculative, and like, so I just want to put something out there. So I'm writing a script for a podcast at the moment, which is not crypto related, and then crypto related, I'm going to start working on something that I hope I can tell you all about very soon.
Phoenix asks if it's music related. Sandy, did you join also? Because I'm about to click this start button.
I'd say it was more culture related.
I'll join real quick.
It's about that green. Yeah.
No.
That's what I was thinking. That's why he's not saying what it is.
Oh, sorry, I will say what it is. The first episode is it's called you're gonna have to hear the podcast anyway when I do it, but the first episode is about an encrypted mobile company that was called EncroChat. You guys might have heard of another phone company over there that was called Anom, that the FBI set up and took down a lot of major players in Australia and the US in, like, cartel stuff like that. They were all using encrypted communications that they thought were bulletproof and military grade. I understand how these devices. I remember. Yeah, well, I'm actually very familiar with the European versions of these devices, and seen them, handled them, know how they work. And I just think that the information, when you're looking, because this is a major thing that's going on in Europe right now, there's it's like thousands of arrests and 700 people in jail, and like all things is going on mad over here. And I don't really think that the texts, that the messages was even obtained. I'm not going to be putting this in the podcast, but personally, I don't think that the messages was even obtained legally, because it was hack. and because it was
Right.
French authorities, the UK can use the French's messages because they hacked it and not the UK. But that shouldn't be able to stand as a wiretap in UK court. Anyway, I'm not going into the politics. I'm speaking more about how these devices were used, how they worked, and how they were marketed, because you couldn't buy this type of device in a shop, and it was $2,000 for 6 months.
Wow.
That would get you like a 6 months access to this like secret mobile service that, you know, you can only talk device to device, end to end encrypted, supposedly.
Right.
And when the authorities smashed it, they impregnated a malicious app on the server that was located in France, which then sent a malicious distribution out to the devices, like a malware attack, and basically snooped on all messages, incoming, outgoing, for 12 months and brought down half of Europe's top players, hitmen, gangsters, corrupt officials, you know, like, so. And it was absolutely crazy, because I remember first seeing these from somebody who was involved with some shady stuff a long time ago, and it was more of a novelty. That was in 2016. It was like a novelty, you know. I thought this is like a cool take on mobile security, you know, because I'm very for encryption and privacy. So I thought that, you know, it was pretty cool, but it'll never catch on. And then they made it into this smartphone, which was flashy, as like dual boot OS, wipe codes, you know, remote wipe, the $2,000 subscription. So it was also a status symbol in that culture to even hold that device, because if you didn't have that device, then you couldn't speak to them, so you were not on their level. Do you know what I mean? It was almost like a status symbol. So there's a whole culture behind it that is totally misunderstood, and there's no information about it online, and it's something I know a lot about. So I'm put together a few episodes about that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I watched last night, and I don't want to FUD pedal or conspiracy theory pedal, but I saw this YouTube video that was sent to me about like the did you know, speaking of end-to-end encryption, so it claims in that video that our Discord messages have zero encryption. It's like,
that's correct. Yeah.
Yo, that's wild. And do you know who's the majority owner of Discord?
I can't remember who bought it. Who bought the majority?
Tencent, if you're familiar with.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Are they a majority owner? Didn't you say 30% last night?
Yeah, that's majority though.
That's not majority though.
If everybody has 1%, Sandy, how wouldn't it be?
You're not really going to be
because they still got to convince 20 people to vote with them.
You just, in today's climate, you're not going to be able to escape some of these huge conglomerates. Like, there's always going to be one platform
because they did say majority.
Use.
I wonder why. And they also said 38%. So that's a good point.
Probably they own the largest, like they have the largest share in the company, but
it wouldn't be 20, it would only be 13. But I hear what you're saying. I don't know. Maybe they have something.
It just means they own the biggest share, not that they own a majority of the, like they don't own more than 50%. So like if a vote happened, I guess it depends on how the board seats are set up.
But still, speaking of Discord encryption, there is absolutely zero. All your messages are logged on their servers, and you will be held culpable for anything that is tied to your Discord name if you was committing crime on their platform and got caught for it. So I don't suggest ever breaking the terms of service of Discord, because it is completely unencrypted. This is why these types of devices that I was just talking about there fascinated me, because of that high level military grade encryption that some people really do need to be able to communicate, but with it being ultra secure and still open to exploit. Look what happened. So I'm just fascinated with the world of encryption, because it is it's something that's absolutely totally necessary, and like you need to be having everything encrypted, your messages, your phone calls, your files, your hard drives, everything. But then it's a big learning curve. I don't expect you to go download VeraCrypt and encrypt your hard drive tonight, because you'll lose the code tomorrow for the backup. Do you know what I mean? So it's something that you need to understand over a long time, and hopefully in the future it'll be easier to like, you know, so because I mean, when I was doing PGP encryption, I was manually signing messages and decrypting messages and like, you know, using my public key as like my identity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so Plex, I saw on GitHub, and I didn't bookmark it, but there was a like an EOSIO PGP encryption. I'm like, oh, that would be fucking dope for lots of things. And then I never forked the repo, and now I can't.
But it's that simple because it can literally, as it can be done. I don't know the code, but if you knew the code how to write the piece of software, it's basically you can have it as a console or a text editor, and you just paste the message. You know,
right. I've used Cleopatra
algorithm, and then it uses verifies each key and unscrambles the message.
Right. Yeah.
Which is not like done in a cloud or anything. It's done like at the code level.
Right. Yep. Dargu Gaming in the house. What up? I don't have a ton of experience in that space, but I am familiar with PGP. And I would think that there's definitely some uses on Wax for it.
So it's funny because what I was saying there about those devices, the ones that I'm going to be referring to in the podcast most, that was end-to-end encryption, like SHA-256.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But before this, when I said I first encountered these phones in 2016, they were Blackberries that had a custom piece of software that had your PGP key in it, and it was just PGP email on a BlackBerry. That's what I was referring to when I said it's a new take on mobile security, because I understood PGP already. I thought it was a cool novelty, but then it would later become a tool of the criminal organizations worldwide.
Like it's big on darknet markets and that kind of thing.
Yeah. But what I was going to say there is how the authorities smashed the BlackBerry PGP network. The company that was distributing the phones had, they were doing all the decryption on the server for some reason, not on the device. And the private keys were all backed up on the BlackBerry messenger services linked to the Enitcom servers. Do you know what I mean? So basically, the police logged in, got the private keys, undid all the messages, and you know what I mean? They get smashed all the time.
Right.
The best thing, bro, I mentioned the last one there, Anom. That's the newest one. That was set up by the FBI. Mark give to a couple of informants to get out on the streets saying, oh, this is the new encrypted phone service. It was booked from day one, and criminals were paying $2,000 to the FBI.
Yeah, dude,
do you know what I mean? Baller, dude. Like that is an audacious sting, and it's a new era of tech policing.
Right. Yeah, for anybody who does watch that link that I post, like again, I don't want to be a peddler of the conspiracy theories. I did send it to Sandy and I asked him what his thoughts were on it. I don't think he's watched it yet.
That's not a conspiracy.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, so my thoughts are this: like they make very audacious claims about what China's intent is. The way I look at it is it's like I time traveled back to 1942 or whatever, and I'm on the Titanic, and it just got far enough away from the coast where I can't jump and survive and swim back. So I'm stuck on it, and so I know what's going to happen, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like I'm not gonna have a miserable time in the last few, I guess, however many years we've got. I have to figure out what the wax version of Silk Road is. That's a good one. Part of, I think the issue would be is everything's still very traceable on Wax. So I don't know that you would want to even go down that road.
For
Wax,
sure.
The founder of Silk Road of Wax, that would be baller. I would support that. I love that. I love that. I think I said that last night, that this disruptiveness.
One of the other episodes that I'm doing is about dark web and dark web markets, something else that I have deep knowledge on as well. So there'll be interesting podcasts if you do want to check them out when I've finalized them. I'm going to have the Encrypted Phones podcast ready by the end of the week. Should be like a 45-minute audio podcast, my first ever.
Yeah. So Boulder just sent me a Google result. You know what? That's a great question. I don't know that any of them were there. I'd have to actually look into the repos, but thank you for He's pulling that up. We got a call coming in. Why is it not paired still?
Call from
There it is.
Creative Shaman.
Hey, Creative, you are live on the air.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, dude.
Hey, man. Hey, I was thinking about Plax's question, and I would like to see like something cool with music, like inside that we could do.
That's really cool.
Inside Brigade. Yeah, because aren't there like some NFTs that you can create, like kind of SoundCloud things with?
It's actually a cool idea because I don't know of anything that's on Wax that you can make tunes with, even if it's just a keyboard. Do you know what I mean? So it's a really good idea.
Huh.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken,
yeah,
I was going through the Wax Labs proposal. I think something for music got approved. Let me pull that up.
I looked on proposals the other night. There was only 6 approved. I didn't see nothing for music.
Yeah, that would be a cool collab to get something with music.
Yeah, for sure. Something that I'll definitely mention to the team. Thank you for calling in and saying that, mate. That's a great answer to the question.
Yeah, Wax NFT tooling docs and open media and music NFT standard schemas.
Oh right, yes, I did see
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought there was something. I mean, usually anytime I've like thought of something, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, we're creating it. Here's our Discord."
Dude, you have no idea. Like there was a point where I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna do something different, make a change, and it was still in the early, maybe like 2010, something like that. And like I started Googling every idea. Like you can just come up with like the craziest thing you can think of. Google it; it's out there already.
Oh, my brother, he like got into NFTs, and he's kind of like Jack, like super cool with computers. And he's like, "Hey, I figured out a project." He's like, strippers. And I'm like, dude, too late. And I sent him the Discord server link. So yeah, he's like, no response. I'm like, did I offend you?
Yeah, dude.
Like, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to like keep you from a world of hurt. Like, that's just why go through the trouble.
Right.
Somebody's already doing it.
Yeah.
Reach out to him and say, hey, I've got some other ideas to make it better. Like, that's what I love about the NFT community. It's all about collaboration.
Yeah.
So it's really super cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to just check in and say hi, and life is great, and thanks for keeping it great, you guys, because like all of the community helped make my day like wonderful. So thank you.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anytime, bro.
For calling in. We appreciate you, brother. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do a tremendous amount of research on it, but I did look to find a soundbite for you. I'm gonna work a little bit harder on it. I didn't give it my best effort, so hopefully this time next week you will have a soundbite.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Take it easy, brother.
That's super cool. All right. Take care. All right, bye.
Thank you very much for calling in, bro. TD, I'll just mention, because there's a little bit of speculation in the chat there. So basically what we're saying about music NFTs, because it is a bit of a different subject, but what I believe what TD was showing, that proposal there, it's more like an NFT standard where audio can be played through NFTs like IFPS, because currently Princess is correct in saying that the Secret Saviors album works on the Taco app, but it will not work in any standard NFT player. You know, these things are server-sided, not built into the blockchain. You can't really save a song on the blockchain and stream it from there. So these things are on separate servers, and it really depends on the client or the software that you're using to view or listen to your NFT. So I think what TD was looking at, the proposal, is a proposal that makes that an all-in-one system, which is universal.
Yeah. I thought that, I guess I don't know what the states of those are. I thought that That one had gotten approved, but I guess it is in review still. Kenny, are you in on the last one, right? And then we're sending on their way.
Yep. I am not.
I'm going to start
yet.
this and run to the bathroom real quick.
Are you excited for Amsterdam Plaques?
I am, bro. I'm
It's
excited to
fun.
meet you in person, and also to meet Jack, and also to
God.
see the team. There's also there's the guys from NFG going, the Nefty Blocks team, the Wombat team. There's loads of cool people going, so I'm very excited for that. I was going to ask you, Sam, how is your Castle's Squire Power coming along?
Slowly. I haven't even like redeemed all my NFTs for Squire Power in like a week. It's really
I am
bad.
still smashing up the leaderboards, 14th worldwide, 3rd in my faction.
I gotta catch up. I did, however, get a camera for Amsterdam, so I'm pretty excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
man. I sold the NFT today for 700 wax profit. That was pretty
Nice.
cool.
Is that the Funko
It was,
drop?
No, it was a mining network script. I bought a few of them like a month or two ago at 200 wax, and they're going for 900, 800 wax now.
Damn. All right, Avinash. Shout out.
Yeah, what's your rank in Taco Racers?
Me, probably last.
Do we read chat? It's kind of tough during the grubfish because it flies by so quickly.
Kush Dubs, what's up, bro?
If there's anything specific we missed, feel free to put it again.
Yeah, no, I can go back and do a. I was asking about the. They were asking if we did the DC drop, any legendary or Grail. Sandy, I think we both missed it, right?
No, I got some right before we came on stream.
Creative Shaman Art.
I actually got a legendary in the two
back so soon.
Dude, I keep forgetting. Plax, I have a question for you. Have you ever met Tricky? Like the DJ who did Juxtapo's album back in like early 2000s?
I am not familiar, bro. No, I don't think I have met him. Why? Does he say he's met me?
Oh, no. I was just curious since he's you're always in the music scene in the UK. I didn't know how much you got around. So
I am connected to the music scene, but it's like certain artists. Do you know what I mean?
I know it's
like,
huge.
It's not like one record label that owns them all about like that. It's more like I know the artist personally, or I know their managers, or like their best friends, that artist or something. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well,
everything that I've
like
ever done in music, I've never marketed myself. It's always just been, and I don't even really let people listen to my music and stuff. It's just when they do hear it, I do sell it. But
yeah. Well, maybe we need to get a true blockchain music NFT thing going.
I really do think.
I'm sure it's possible.
The best thing that I could think that you could do with music in NFTs is to basically bring Spotify to the blockchain, make it token on it, and make it so that it is, what would you say, everybody is independent. You're already independent when you're on Spotify, but you are getting such a small cut, like you're getting 0.03%.
Have you heard of Audius?
I have, but what it is these platforms are not Spotify yet. Do you know what I mean? But when that happens, that'll change the music industry, I'm sure. When crypto becomes more of a forefront and Web3 and the leading NFT Spotify clone will do best.
Or Spotify might change their minds.
I'm going to run one more grubfish. This one's on us.
Well, but anyway, so thanks, Flex. It's just like, I've snuck in the back to see Dave Matthews, and
Nice.
I've like hung out to meet Michael Stipe and REM, and got Nick's autograph from Duran Duran after a concert for my daughter, and stuff like that. You have such a more dynamic, like Thievery Corporation is one of my favorite groups, and they don't get into the U.S. that often, but they're like in the U.K. and they're in South America, and so just stuff like that. So, but anyway,
how many Dave Matthews concerts have you been to, Creative?
I've only been to 2. I was at the second live at Luther after they had recorded that album, and so I got to see the second one. And then this is really weird. So, but it's joyful, like, right? It's the best way to do it. But the last funeral I did as a pastor was for a guy just a couple years older than me who became kind of a friend. And he ended up, something happened and he died, and I had to do his funeral. And coincidentally, the day of his funeral was the Dave Matthews concert. He bought tickets for me and my wife to join him at. So that was my last Dave Matthews concert, was like staring up and going, hey man, I'm rocking with you. Yeah, so dude. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
That was really wild.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Dave song?
I'm old, so that crashed into me, the old shit. How is it?
Yeah.
Like I tell my kids, like, they're like, Dad, you like so many different genres of music.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, but the only music I could tell you a lot about is the Doors. Like,
yeah, dude.
Super geek about the Doors and Jim Morrison. I mean, if it wasn't for the Doors, I wouldn't be who I am, honestly. I mean, it just
sparks
my interest.
Yeah, dude, music shapes you at a
I wrote
age.
poetry. I've been published. I've worked on songs but never really finished, which is one of the things I want to work on. So I actually want to create a poetry NFT series to release on Wax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I've been super focused on racing and building up taco racers. So I've been trying to find balance with art and taco racers. It's coming along though.
Hell yeah.
Coming along. I've got my workbench reclaimed, so I did a whole bunch of cleaning and I'm ready to rock. So yeah. But anyway, I got to catch a train and I'm going into subterranean area. So you guys take care. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah,
and
dude, always,
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you so much
Right.
for calling later.
Thank you
Dr.
for calling
Crispy,
in.
I think personally, so my childhood best friend, I'm a huge fan. So this is like going all the way back to like the late 90s, early 2000s. I've seen Dave in probably every East Coast venue that there is, at least the Northeast venue. I've been to all of them. Hershey Park was probably one of the coolest. I asked him, because I had mentioned it in our server, asking how many times people have seen Dave. And I think I'm in like the, 20 to 25. And then somebody mentioned that they were like in that range, the 45 or so. I want to know where Dan's at. Dan, how many concerts have you been to? I asked Carmen, my best friend, how many concerts when I went to see him in Vegas for the Upland thing, and he's at like 70 or 80, which is just nuts. But it's also a solid 20 plus years of going. But that's a lot. 3 times a year on average or so. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, man. I would recommend it for all fans of any music. I think you guys know that I'm pretty hip hop oriented. That's what I grew up on. That's what that's my music. But I can dig all genres, and especially Dave.
I haven't been a DJ myself and constantly working every weekend. Literally, don't think I've ever had a weekend off really since I was 18. So literally was in nightclubs from my 18th. But what I was going to say there, I listen to a lot of Spotify because I really love their algorithm, how that works as well. And hip hop is something that is very close to me as well, that I absolutely adore, especially from down your ends as well, the Dirty South. Do you know what I mean? I love that chopped and screwed sound.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
What I was going to say is Spotify, they do this thing every now and again, and I once got a push notification from them, and it tells you if you're in the top 1% of somebody's fans worldwide. You've listened to them the most, which is quite an achievement, really. And I got this notification through you're in the top 1% of Roddy Rich, and he's such a cool cat. You know what I mean? And I was bumping the box over and over. So yeah, man, that was like a little achievement unlocked for me.
Yeah, man. So I've been recently getting into the Power 106 freestyles. I don't know if you've ever caught any of the.
Like, have you seen that King Loke one?
Yeah, dude, King Los is pretty sick, dude.
Insane, mate.
Yeah, especially his third
Baby.
verse where he starts going into like the Willie Lynch letters and stuff. If you're familiar with
was that the LA Leakers?
Yeah.
LA Leakers, best ones for me, mate. The Baby, the Loke one, the newest J. Cole one. There's
the first really... Belly one is fire too. You should check that one out.
Yes, it is. That is really fire. It is. There's one more as well. That's proper dope.
Oh, I just popped up VS Code there. My bad. All right, Sandy, do you have anything for our amazing audience before we get them to their next destination?
Thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. And I hope everybody has a good Tuesday. And thanks, Black.
Yeah, I'm going to send you guys to the online in this time. So make sure to say hello to our friends over there. Plax, anything for the audience?
Thank you once again for tuning in every Taco Tuesday. You know where we are, at the home of NFT Gamer TV. Hopefully we'll have more updates for you next week. Any questions that you do have, just get at me on Discord or post in there. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for watching. And thanks to TD and Sam, as always.
All right, guys. Thank you.